How to earn on MagicSea. Starting from the landing page, navigate to the top right to launch the app. By default, it will open with the trade page. In order to provide liquidity, you need to click on Explore. The All Pools page shows you two graphs. The first graph shows the total liquidity on MagicSea over time, and the second graph will show the daily trading volume. Let's navigate further down to see all the different liquidity pools available on MagicSea. Let's take a look on which informations are displayed here for each trading pool. First up, you have the network. This indicates on which chain the pool is located on. These are on the Shimmer network, for example. Second, you have the name, which shows the two symbols and ticker of the tokens, the trading fees, and the type of the pool. In this video, we'll only take a look at V2 pools, but there are also concentrated liquidity pools, which will be covered in another video. After that, we have the total liquidity of that pool, the trading volume, over the past 24 hours, and the fees earned in this pool over the past 24 hours. The lower the liquidity in the pool is, the more risky it is to provide a liquidity. The APR over the past 24 hours is also indicated here. The APR takes the fees earned in the past 24 hours, assumes it stays constant for a year, and extrapolates it. So this is an estimate of what you'd earn over a year staying in this pool. Now let's take a look at the filter options. You can filter for networks or blockchains like Shimmer EVM or IOTA EVM. Second up, you can filter for either simple V2 pools or concentrated liquidity pools. As mentioned earlier, there will be a separate video going in depth about these different kind of pools. But in short, V2 pools are Uniswap V2 pools and are very simple in the way you can supply and manage your liquidity. Concentrated liquidity pools, on the other hand, give you way more options, but are also harder to manage since you can decide exactly in which price ranges you want to provide liquidity. But for now, I want to provide liquidity and simple V2 pool, so I filter for simple V2. First up is the Shimmer USDT pool. I'm going to choose this pool to provide liquidity. A new page opens with all the information about this pool. The liquidity, the APR over the past 7 days, the daily volume and fees, as well as the total amount of locked tokens. Next up, there is a graph. The graph shows the daily trading volume for this specific pool for each day. Here you can see the total liquidity in this pool over time. Lastly, there is the info page with information about the smart contract of this pool, what type of pool it is, the base fee, and more. I want to provide liquidity into this pool, so I'm going to scroll now further down to get to the input field to provide liquidity. As always, on MagicSea, I first need to connect my wallet in order to interact with this smart contract. The input field now already shows me what my balance of Shimmer and USDT is. In order to provide liquidity, I need to provide both token. In this case, Shimmer and USDT, both with the same dollar value amount. This means if I now provide my 14.338 USDT, I need to provide Shimmer with the same amount in dollar value. I click Max to supply all the USDT I have in my wallet. The page will automatically show me how many Shimmer tokens I need to provide. Further down, I can see some information about the current USDT to Shimmer exchange rate, or the other way around, as well as how much of the liquidity pool. If I now provide liquidity, I'll receive a so-called liquidity provided token back. This token represents how much I've supplied to this specific liquidity pool. If I later decide to withdraw my liquidity, this token is used to calculate how much I own of this pool and how much I'll receive back. This will likely be not the same amount as I supplied because the prices and the supply of the tokens in this pool change. But because I supplied liquidity, I'll earn token as a reward. Now, in order to provide the liquidity, I first need to enable Shimmer and USDT. This gives MagicSea access to the tokens in my wallet. So I click here, double-check what is written, and approve. The page gives me feedback that the Shimmer tokens have been approved. Next, I will enable USDT. Finally, I can deposit my token. A little overview is shown about the liquidity pool and how much liquidity provider tokens I would receive. I'm going to confirm. As always, every transaction needs to be confirmed in my wallet as well. I can now see how much liquidity I have and what share I have of the pool. I can now go to the farms on MagicSea and earn even more rewards on top of the trading fees. This will be covered in a future video. Follow us on Twitter, check out our DEX under MagicSea.finance, and if you want to learn more, watch our other videos. See you soon.